Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Gia's Designs. You all, this is my first time going live, and I'm actually kind of nervous, but that's okay because we're here to move forward and do things that again, my name is Stephanie. I'm the owner of Gia's Designs, and I'm here to teach. I don't want to say the wrong word, but I'm here to teach beginners and seasoned age craft how to design, craft, and stream their business so that they can move forward and be able to go and work at a faster pace, if that makes sense, right? So I just wanted to kind of check because right now I cannot see who's watching the live. Excuse me just for 1 second. Hello. Yeah, I'm muted. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm looking for okay, the mic is it says that I'm working. You don't hear me? Let me see. I'm sorry, you all. Let me try to get this together. How's it sounding now? You hear me now? Okay, so it was down. And okay. So so it sounds like an echo. Is it supposed to sound like an echo? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so today I want to get started. I have an have an echo back. Okay, so I want to get started. I want to kind of go over some of the things that we are going to be going through. And the things that I want to go through is as we first start, we're going to go with Canva, right? So Canva is what I use to design. It needs to be an easier platform for most people to work through. And it also is, I'm trying to figure out why am I having this echo. Okay, I don't know. I cannot win with this echo because it's throwing me off. But um, with going through some Canva design, okay, because you have to have some design to actually go and do any type of party favors, anything that you do. The first thing we have to have is some designs, okay. So let's first go over some of the things that you may need, okay. Um, as I stated, my platform to do elegant looking party favors on a $3 budget, right? Because a lot of us do not have a whole bunch of money to be spending. And this is one of those things that we're trying to do to make sure that we are kind of saving a little bit more money, right? You save a little money, get to do a little bit more for your designs, right? So I'm gonna do a video of me actually going to the Dollar Tree store, right? I'm gonna do that Dollar Tree shopping spree, kind of let you know some of the things that we will be doing, okay? And through that spree, you'll know what we want to do. Now, if you actually, I'm surprised that you don't hear, but I have Katrina's Creations Lab on. I am so happy to see you on here supporting Stephanie. It's design. So, kind of getting back to where we want. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video of me the at the Dollar Tree, and that way I can let you know in that video. It'll be a short video. Some of the things that we will be working. again, I know when Stephanie goes to Dollar Tree, she can kind of get a little lost on some of the things that she does. So I'm going to try to make sure that I do it where it is easily taken care of and it won't be so much money because I'll go to a Dollar Tree and then you know it's $50 and there's no excuse. So I'm going to be cognizant of how much money I am going to be spending, how much money we will be using. If I get someone that wants to ask for a certain thing to be done, then that way we can actually do exactly what you want. So let's get started with what you want to do, right? The first thing I want to explain is that we will be working in Canva. And with us working in Canva, it's usually one design that we work with, right? So you have that basic design. It may not be better, but you have that one design that you work with that you use on all platforms, everything that you want to use, right? So what is a party favor? Party favors, wow. You have a lot of things that you can say are party favors, right? It's something that you have created that takes the normal out and it adds to it, right? In my video today, I don't know if I have that with me, but in my video today on my Facebook and my Instagram, I had a bag, right? You start out with a basic bag, and then when you work on it, you actually end up with a nice little bag, right? And it's totally different from what it was when you did. You're gonna be making it specific to a genre, I would like to say, right? You're gonna make it specific because this party favors are not just for birthday parties, right? Uh, you can do party favors for anything. If you have, let's say, basketball watches, where a group of people watch the basketball game, right? You watch that basketball game. Who says that it has to be ordinary with just the red cups? No, you can add some pizzazz to that, make it look good, make it look like you at a real basketball game where you got the real the basketball with all your basketball players on it. You can have your potato chip bag and specialize for what you are doing. And then you have like your juices and your sodas. I have to be careful how I say that because where I come from, we call it pop. You don't call it pop, maybe, but I do. So you can have it for your sodas. You can have it for your juice drinks for the kids. You can have it for basically anything. We can make it. I mean, right now these days we are making party favors out of to go bag. So you have a party, you have a little to go bag, you throw some little things in there, like say you want to put some chewing gum in there, right? You could throw that on. One of the things that I have actually used one of my designs on is a silver packet, right? You go and you always have an extra person that does not know how to stop. They always, getting a little crazy and don't know how to quit. So what do? Be ready for them with some alka packets, right? Do a design and go on, right? You can do it on playing cards. You can do it on anything. But right now, what we are going to start off with is we are going to start off with our basic design that we can turn into anything that we want. So if you all want to say anything, put yourself in here. I see that I have Katrina's Creation Lab. You should be able to talk to me while I'm on this live. It helps when I get to talk to somebody. If somebody can give me, I see that I have a couple more people that's on the live. Um, sign up, so put in something in the comments and let me know that you're here. Okay. All right, now I am going to try my best to get y'all. Please bear with me because, like I said, this is my first time. I want to do my screen. I think this is it. I'm going to say this. Uh, there we go. Share my screen, right? Okay. Entire screen. Okay. I am not one to be very funny. Okay. So we got the entire screen. I think I got this together. I shall share some audio. Not necessary. Okay. Okay. And shit. Let's go to my screen. All right. What we're gonna do is get started with the Canva, right? Because that's where we're gonna try the designs to, right? Okay, so I am going to I'm gonna take this down and we're gonna sign into this to my Canva, right? So let's get started. See here, I am not hiding my Canva screen. I'm not hiding anything. Okay, so getting started. I just want you to see exactly what we have here already. And I'm not going to use this design. I would love for someone to come up with a design and tell me what they would like to do. But just to show you some of the things that you can use as you go into your camera design, right? So here is the main we have here. We have a little girl, Raya, right? Soraya is turning 1 years old and she loves the cartoon, whatever your character statement. Uh, what is this? Super Wings, right? I don't know much about Super Wings. I kind of looked it up when I did Party Favors, okay? And when I did, I found out that they had a bunch of airplanes and all of them are characters, and they have so many that are in the tower, and those are the main characters. You have to do some background check to see what you're doing, right? So you have to do that, and once you do that, then you can move forward, right? So here is what I came up with. You guys, Saraya looking pretty, and all of the characters, and the birthday cake showing that it is a birthday, and she's 1 years old, right? Same design. We're gonna go down and show you everything else. You're not just doing that. How about the fact that you could do an invitation, right? So same design, maybe a couple of little things in different spots, but the same. The party bag, that's what I put on earlier. Just excuse me 1 second. Okay, hello? Would you? Yeah, yeah, it's saying it says share. Uh-huh. Oh no. It says straight. Okay. All right. Where am I going to do that? Okay, now I gotta go back and go to StreamYard. Oh, let me get this. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, right, y'all. Y'all know I'm really nervous here, but that's okay because we're gonna get it together. Y'all give me a minute. Okay. So I'm going here to where it says here to the spot, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing put on where you can see the screen. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so present or invite, is that the way where I'm hitting at? Okay. Okay. For some reason, I got it and it's saying that it's shared. Uh-huh. No. Okay. It just says present or invite. Hold on one second. Y'all give me a couple seconds. I'm trying to get this together here. You see what it says? Well, okay. That's what I see. Okay. Okay. And then hit share screen. Okay. Wait a minute. How am I find it? Oh, okay. Okay. Custom banners. Oh, okay. Entire screen. There we go. Okay. And then I'm trying to find share. It's not letting me. Hold on. It's not letting me. Hold on. I don't know. It's blacking out when I put my cursor. Oh, you know what? There it is. Okay. Can you all see it now? Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay, where's the add to stage at again? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I see it. Yeah, what would I do without these APs, baby? What would I do? What would I do, y'all? Thanks for everybody being so nice and working with me while I'm going through this. Okay, I'm going back to Canva now. Boom. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. We're going over here and it says stop sharing. It's I'm going okay. Hit the Canva logo. I don't have a Canva logo. Okay. There. Mm-hmm. I hit it. I hit it already. Do are you all with me? Can you see it now? Okay. All right. Y'all, please bear with me. I swear this is difficult, but trust me when I say that I'm definitely gonna get this down pat. Okay. I want to say hello to everybody that's joined in. Thank you so much for being here. Again, this is my first time doing this, and trust me, I may be kind of rusty right now, but by the next time you will see that I can get this thing there. Just like I said, this is supposed to be for a platform for anyone that feels left behind because it takes them a little bit more time to catch up. Guess what? This is exactly what I'm doing right now. And trust me, you need people in your corner to get you where you're going. So, again, all right. So here, again, we started out with the basic design, right? And with that design, you can change it and add it to make everything. This is the one that's for the water bottles, right? And then from there, here we got one for that's for the Rice Krispies treats, the party box, right? You got more than one. Again, I showed you that we can actually make a invitation. You can do anything. I've done them with gum wrappers. That's exactly what. So what you're doing is you're changing stuff. So let's get started. Usually I like to start out with a a, a, a kit bag. Okay. So to start with Canva, and maybe I should go out and come back. Who this thing is coming out. So I have my girl Tracy. Tracy from Chaotic Creations is on. Hey Tracy. Good seeing you there. Anybody else, if you sign in, I can shout you out. Okay. All right. So going back to my Canva. Let me know if you can see my screen. And going through your Canva, okay, we're going to start out with making sure that now there's a bunch of different ways that you can start your design, right? So let's go with home. We're in the home section, right? And from there, you can hit create. Okay, so you go up and you hit your create, right? Now, with your create, you can hit your custom sizes. That's the easiest way to get things started, right? So you hit your custom size. And in your custom size, you have whether or not you want to work with pixels or if you are going to work with inches. So we go into the inches, and this is just to make sure that you know how to do this, just in case you're working with a project that is a different size than the regular size, because we can easily hit this 8.5 by 11, right? You hit your inches, right? Because that's what I know. That's my measurement system. All right. Now, the potato chip bag is always in a landscape format, right? So instead of hitting 8.5 by 11, where you would a regular piece of paper, we're going to hit the width first, which is 11, and then the height is 8.5, right? 8.5 inches. Okay. Boy, that echo is killing me. All right. And then you hit create new design, right? Okay. Now, I could actually start out with a template, or I could actually make my own template as we go. Now, for me, for you, for anybody else, it might be best to hit a template, but we are going to work without one today. I'm going to show you how you can do it, right? Now, within your elements, you're going to go over to your elements. Elements is where you actually pick up everything that you need that's within Canva, right? So, say you need a box, you can put it in here. You need some splatter, as you can see these splatters. You can go here if you need your if you need a frame. All of that is here. So let's get started. We are going to go with a rectangle because that's the main thing that we're working with. Okay. And as you see, as I hit that, you came up with shapes. All right. So just to go through that, you're going to go there's your shapes, just to show you some of the things that are different. You do not want to skip that portion, so you know why. If you come up in these frames here, they actually hold on to anything that you throw in it, and it clasps to it, right? Photos, okay? Basically, it's not just a regular photo. What it's saying is that it's in the format of a photo instead of a graphic. In other words, they throw some things together to get a graphic. Photos in this area where they can take a picture of a photo and you can use that depending on what you may need, right? So let's go. Next is your mock-ups. Your mock-ups is basically what you use when you have a design and you want to present it, right? You want to put it inside your mock-up. You can say, well, here's a paper bag, and you're going to design the paper bag, and you want to show them how it looks without putting it on the surface. You would end up doing so. Let's just say, well, we'll go into that, okay? Audio and charts, which I am not going to be going into. Okay, so now we're going back and we're going to go to a shape, right? So here it tells you what it is when you hit the three dots. But if you hit this, it'll show you what you need, right? Now, my potato chips bags, I start out with a 5x7. As you can see, as you move this, right? You'll see over in the corners, either it could be the left corner, right corner, up or down. It tells you how big the is, right? So for the chip bag, just for the chip bag, all right, we're gonna go with a 5-inch width by a 7-inch, I mean 5-inch length, 7-inch length and a 5-inch width. Okay. So I'm at 7.7. I really don't need it to be at 7.7. I need it to be at 7, period. Right? So here we go. 7. Why is that? I'm going the wrong way. 7 and 5 here. 5. Then going up to the 7. That's 7.9, right? We're going to make sure it's at 5 and 7 on the graphic. Okay. That is the middle portion of your potato chip bag, right? Now, if you see it, you can see that there's a line there. That line in the middle is telling you you are 100% in the middle of the graphic that you're working on, right? So you can use that. Now, here you go. You can go up and down, and guess what? Now, let me get back to my thing here. And then you go down, and it usually it tells you exactly where your middle is from top to bottom also. Okay. Okay. So now that we have that in there, we know that at the top there is a space for you to for you to clamp and do your bridging and everything on your graphic. So let's go and find us another square. Now, if I take this square and I put it up here, it's going to be where I need it to be to start and have the top of my potato chip bag, right? Now, you don't want to keep it the same color because when you come off of it, you don't know where one starts and where the other ends, right? So you're gonna sit here and you're gonna make sure that you put that in a different color. Now, to go to a different color in Canva, you're gonna go up to the top and you're gonna pick a different color. Now, the sister is a sorority in the sorority, and my colors for my sorority is royal blue and gold. Is one of my favorites. So, oh, okay. Don't let me start acting crazy and moving forward. Okay, so at the top, we want the same graphic to go down at the bottom, right? You're going to right click it, copy, or you can just right click and duplicate, which is quicker. Otherwise, you have to copy and paste, right? And why is my computer acting funny? Okay. Now you have your basic setup for your chip bag. The blue is in the middle and your gold is on the side, right? Okay, now let's get something to fill up this other area so that you can make sure that you have what you have, right? So let's just go ahead. We can either take a square and we can put that square in there, and we're gonna need to make it a different color. Either we can take it and move it backwards, or we can do three. So let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about. Let me just put whatever they at. That's your back button too. If anything goes crazy, you can always hit your back button. Okay, so here, right? You can move it over by just hovering over it, right? You take that and you can even overlap if you want, as long as you have that graphic in the direction and in the area it should be, right? So we're gonna make that go here, right? So now you have one side and you don't have the other. Now, either you can take this and right click and you hit duplicate and bring that other side over here, right? And guess what? You have what you need. Now, again, we need to actually, now this is another piece. Putting a border on, right? You're going to need a border here so you can know exactly where what is. So let's just say they call it a stroke here. I'm going to take it and hit that stroke. You're going to figure out which weight you want it. It can be here, as you can see that it's not going to be as thick, right? Or you can make it in dashes, as you can see there, which I definitely do not like. But you want something where you know exactly where you start and you stop. Now, let's get back to the area that we were in, and again, that's a black cover. I mean, a black stroke, right? Now, why is this that? Okay, so the reason why you can't see it on this side is because that it's showing it's covering it up. This is covering it up. Now, what happens is you can change that. But let me show you how to change it in a different way. I'm gonna take this out, right? We're gonna make this so easy. Take that out, right? And again, that way you don't have to worry about what's where. You can take this and you can take it and to move it all the way over to the end, right? Now, once you put it to the end, guess what happens? You don't see the blue. When you don't see that, what you're going to do is move this behind the blue, right? To move it behind, you're going to right click, okay? And then you're going to go to position. And then over at the position, you're going to go to layers. Now you can see all of the squares on here. The big square, the blue square is here. You got the top and the bottom, and then you have this big line that's all the way in the middle. But this is covering up the blue, and you don't want that. So you're going to drag that down and put it behind the blue, right? So we have that there. We have it taken care of. And I'm going to put another stroke on here. That way I know exactly what I'm working with, right? So now you have all of the sides that you want. Let's make this an easy, because this is like an introduction. Let's just say that you have a picture of someone. Now, I have quite a few pictures because I have been designing in Canva for a long time. So, for me, it would mean that I would be going to my projects because the pictures that I have are pictures of people that I have put into my thing. So this is a way that you can do that, or you can go straight to uploads, right? So as you can see, I have quite a few people in my uploads. A lot of these are the things that I did for graduation favors. But let's just go and find one that is not a real person. It's an AI generated person. And this was the last person that I had that was AI generated. Let's just take her for example, right? Beautiful woman, right? I want all my people beautiful. So you turn around and you get to her there and you want her to look nice and you want her to accent and be accented in this paperwork, right? So let's just say we want to get her and make her look nice, but we don't want all this background on there. That doesn't do any good. You're going to hit BG remove. Now, one thing that I must say is this is not with the free version account. Or design move forward. Okay. Now, there's another way that we can do this, and we will take care of it and put it on something. Now, as you can see, I am moving her around and making her in different spots. Now, one of the things that I like to do is add dimension. And to add dimension, you don't want to just have her at the same level. You want to make it where it is more than one level, more than one height, more than one width, right? So let's just say we got another picture of her here, right? Again, I have the background. I want to take that out. We're going to do that BG remover. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her going past her picture there. And what do? We actually take her. We're going to be moving her behind the first one because otherwise she's covering what we have there, right? So we're going to go again to position and we're going to take her and we're going to put her behind, right? Now, somewhat of a dimension, right? You don't want someone to be just sitting there in a box or whatever. You want to make sure that it's something that's good. Now, what is the title? We're making a party favor. Let's just go ahead and make it for her birthday, right? Now, what are the things that we use on a birthday? Let's go into these elements. Like I said, you can find everything that you want in here on elements, right? Now, let's see what we have for birthday. Now, I'm typing in birthday, right? Enter. Now, remember how I told you that you can have graphics and you can have photos, right? Now, with the way she's looking, you all, I don't think that we could use a graphic. Let's just try something. Does that look like it goes together? It doesn't. Not to me, it doesn't. You could do whatever you want, but it's like it doesn't it's not congruent. It's not the same. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete that out. The only thing you have to do is hit the keyboard and we're gonna go in photos. As you can see, it's graphics, photos, and all of that. So now we have some real photos, right? And it's funny for me because I think about just willy in it and just going out the cup. I am not that type of person. I usually do things out. I wanted to see if I could do it on willy nilly, and we'll get it, and it will not take forever. So let's go back. I saw some balloons. Let's go with balloons. Let's give her some balloons. The gold came up perfectly. Which color do you think will look better? Do we want it this one or do we want this one? And let's take this out because that's not going to work. Let's just say this one. Which one goes better? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that piece that will offset it, right? So if I took this on, put it on one side and put this on the other, you can see that either one of them will work. And the reason why is the gold, that shimmery gold is on her chest with her shirt. And then the other piece is the fact that that gold is kind of offset. But just to be perfect, I like the gold that's here, right? Now you're gonna find out where you want to put a gold at, and what, and you can even put it. We'll figure it out. we're gonna put it here. Okay, now we're saying that it's a birthday, right? What good is it to have a birthday if we don't have birthday on it, right? Now I gotta figure out what um what age do we want her to be? I'm gonna look at that happy birthday sign. Kind of looks good on her thing there, right? And we make it look a little bit thinner so it can actually go in there. I don't want this happy birthday to be so prevalent, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make it smaller, right? And actually, I am going to put an age on her. I'm gonna make her how old? Let's put her happy birthday maybe right here. Let's say she is going to be, because you know, don't crack. We are going to put in, going back, we're going to go into these elements. And in the elements, they have this thing called gold, letter, or number. And we're going to say number, 3, and 5. It may not come together well. We might have to separate that, right? And we can see that in elements, we have a few 35s, right? Does it go well? Let's see, how does this work? Uh, what do y'all think? Let's go with it. Let's work with it. We're gonna kind of, as you can see that I don't like that year in there where it says year. So to stop that out, I'm gonna take out that 35 here. I don't think I like this particularly, but it does say 35. Just trying to make it look good. Okay, so here's a 35 over here, as you can see in your, I call it like a dashboard. It's not necessarily a dashboard. And as I'm going through here, I'm looking for something to actually match her, right? And when we go through here, I am not particularly satisfied. It's hard to come up with a color that actually fits. If you're not exact on that color in them golds, it kind of, it doesn't set it off as well as it should. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna find something that's good, and let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Not happy with these, right? Okay. Let's go with the graphic they have there. So that 35 is looking somewhat nice, but we had to take that percent off on there. And to do that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but we're going to try it. Okay, so you take it off up to that point, and that is what you call, that's what you call, in here. This, y'all just don't know, this echo is really, 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 really bothering me. But it's okay. We're going to work with it. Like I said, we're going to do, I don't want to put that. Now this isn't looking as good on her as it did up there. The golds are not the same. Okay, now sometimes you might not like the color of the gold. All right, it's a way to handle that too. Go in and you change it. You can hit gold and see if you can do a little bit more of what you want. Now, me, I'm thinking that the gold is not matching well, so I tried with something else. I hit this color, it kind of changed it, right? It's not quite what I want, but it definitely looks better. Let's try a different one. Yes, CB 800. This is zero. Try this. Why did it? Here we go. Let's try it again. I think I like the other one better. And it's fine. It looks good. Okay. So she's 35 years old. We got happy birthday. What else we want to put in here? Um, who knows? Okay. What else do I want to do? I don't like this. This is a little piece that I do not like on here. Now, remember we did the BG remover? We can do that here, right? It will take out the background, which is going to be nice, right? The way you do this is, see where it states the 35% off. Now, what happening is the piece that I don't like is coming through on the graphic. So as it hits here, you can hit erase or you can hit restore. What I'm doing is taking out this extra here, right? Make sure that it looks good. You take your time with this because this area can you if you mess it up, you'll be angry at yourself and then you're pre starting over. So I just kind of take it out. You don't have to do that here because we've already cut off this area in the graphic, but I do like to take care of all of it. Okay, and making the brush bigger so I won't have to work so hard, right? And guess what? You got your 35. Okay, and once you're done, you hit your X, and that takes you right back to where you are. Now, still not satisfied with the way this is working here. Uh, 35 and bring it down. Maybe if I bring it down, it makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, now I still don't like it, but we'll work with it until I can get it exactly the way I want it. Now, all right. Now, let's go in and let's get some streamers or something like that. Now, again, where's all of this stuff? In elements. Everything that you want is going to be in elements, right? So you're going to go in and you're going to put, say, gold streamers, right? Gold streamers. If I spell it right, boom, right? So here you have a variety of streamers that you can add to your graphic. I think I like this one right here. It's kind of throwing me a little bit of love, a little bit of color. And again, it's in front of stuff. And what am I going to do? I am going to take that and position that back and take it behind the happy birthday, taking it behind the 35, and taking it behind that top graphic, right? So that's all there. Now it's a little strong for me. So what do I do? Take it and make it a little bit transparent so you can't see it. It won't take away from the happy birthday or the 35. It won't do anything to her, but that it kind of just makes it a little bit less of what it needs to be, right? And that kind of works a little bit. Now, me, I am one of them people that you could call extra, totally extra. Okay. And I want to get some glitter. Okay. So here, let's just say we got this here and we just bring it down and we'll make it a little bit of something. Right. And I am one of them just love to add more than what I need in here. But it's just the way everybody does not have to do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to lock. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna lock that. But anyway, let's go on. And I'm gonna put this here again. It's in front of her face, in front of her pants. Position it, take it, and bring it down. Right, and it makes it. You think it's gonna be too much for right there? Not so much right now, okay? So, why don't we take something and throw it under her so it won't be like her just sitting there? You want her to be sitting on some type of surface, right? So, what we're gonna do is we're staying in elements. I'm going to say blue. Oh, this is getting to me, boy. Blue, not transparent, a gradient. Let's make it a gradient instead. Gradient. And the blue gradient, what it does is it's not just throwing out any other color gradient. What it does is it's actually making it where it's a background, but it kind of gives it a surface. Okay. So when we put that in, right, you're gonna see. I want you to see the differences. Graphics here, it shows you how it looks. But if you go into the photo, that is more like a background. Okay, so we're usually going into the graphics. Now, what we're going to be trying to do is find something that's close to this color and the color blue that we have, or we're going to be having something that's dark. Okay, darker adds depth, and you want to add a little depth to everything. So let's just say here, I don't like that. Let me go back up. Here is a good thing here, right? It's a good one. So I take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change this and make it a different color. Hopefully, it will change. See how I changed the color now, but you definitely want it where it's actually going to go behind her, and this actually is going to give it like a little bit of a dimension, right? You want some little dimension behind her, make her look a bit stronger, make it look like she's sitting on something, but not sitting on something. So again, it's sitting up in front of her. Let's bring it back and see what happens, right? So the blue is coming out as dark as nice as I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. And if you can see, it changed that color, and blue is a little bit darker, but I wanted a little bit more than that. So it can kind of look like it's it's a little bit farther, right? So let's go in and let's try a different one. Let's go and we're going to duplicate this, right? Now let's go back and hit that color again, and let's try a darker blue, right? That's a darker blue. You can see that. You can see definitely a different color, and you're gonna see exactly what it does in a second. And like I said, this is the whole thing that will make graphics look so much. You're going in commission, right? And then you're gonna take that, and I'm gonna say either you can put it in front of her, in front of the first gradient, or you can stick it in behind the gradient, right? I'm looking at it. I don't think behind that gradient is really helping it. If I take it and put it, and it's not that big of a thing, it definitely makes a difference when you're doing it, right? You want to make sure you get the depth, right? So there we go. We got that in there. It's a little bit of depth. It's kind of bringing her there where I need her to be. Now, what I like to do, and you don't have to do this because it won't take up so much time, but I cannot go without going in and going and doing this gradient. Now, what I usually try to do is find a gradient that I can put on either side. Now, the reason why we do this, y'all, is because it kind of brings the picture out a little bit more, right? It brings out the graphic a little bit more, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So let's look at is this gonna be a good one? I don't know. Well, you'll see the difference. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make it where it actually comes here, right? And I'm gonna bring it down. So when I go past my fabric, right? And if you all see, it can actually you can see the difference already, right? Now the thing is, I do want it a little bit darker. So what am I gonna do? I'm looking for a little bit Do you all see what I'm talking about as far as making sure that you add something and it's actually making the depth there? So here we have it. Again, you don't want it over your graphics that you have position, and you're taking that back down, and you're going to take it almost all the way to the back, right? Boom. But that's too far. How about it? Do you see the difference in how it makes it? It's actually making it kind of stand out. It's bringing out the middle a little bit more. So I want to do that again. And this time I want to, can't find it because a lot of times you put something here, you're not gonna find that graphic. So what you do is you stay over here, you hit that thing, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate it, right? But this time I want to make sure it goes to the other side, and that way you'll have that on both sides, right? To do that, you're gonna hit that, right? That's hit the wrong way. I don't know why it does. You have it going, it's in the same spot, but it's on a different side. Okay, now let's go back to position, and we're gonna take that and move that down with the other side of that graphic. How does that look? So let's stay with it. Let's just stay with it. But what it does is it's making it lighter on the inside and darker on the outside. Okay. Now, what else do we need in here? We need something else. So what do we put in here? I don't want to put a birthday cake in here. It's like a milestone, 35 years old. Let's go in and I don't know. I don't want to put a birthday cake. Really don't want to do no birthday cake dessert. Okay. Now, let's just put in celebrate. Let's go in and okay. Again, we're back into elements. Celebrate. Okay. Again, what are we looking at? We are looking at graphics. Graphics is not going to work with this. Okay, because of the way we have the inside. Now, here it does not have what I want. Uh, let's go with it though. Hmm. I don't think they're gonna let me get that graphic. Okay, so let's see what happens here. We got the champagne. Let's see how it works. I don't particularly care for that, but we'll see what happens. Now we could definitely put some champagne. It's always good to have because champagne is to celebrate, right? Let's just go and try to say champagne. How about that? And I'll probably take this one out. HAMPA. Okay, now I want a whole bottle of champagne. Mm, huh. That's not showing me what I want. I'm gonna put this in just in case. Huh. What do you think about it? Doesn't have a thing on here, but let's try something different. How about that one? I don't like it either. We'll work with it. Okay, let's take this one out. All right, let's go with it. So when you do champagne, what do you usually have? You have your little champagne flute right there. And I'm gonna bring this in so I won't have all that extra stuff that's in there. Because it's gonna be somewhat of something, right? And then let's go ahead and try to bring this on through. And let's put this right here. Let's bring it down. Do we want to add something else in there and a thing to show celebration? Because you want it to actually be like a celebratory thing. That's what we want to make celebratory. Right? So we got a champagne bottle. We got champagne. Um, let's see. Hmm. I don't want it to be that happy birthday. That's a little bit too much. And how about let's see if we can find a birthday present box. How about that? Let's come out. If you're in a magic recommendation, you would have to come out. Birthday present. I hope I'm spelling this right. Okay, now they got no. Okay, so now they have actually put it into the colors that we have here. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do a I don't think that'll be good. Uh, let's see what we can come up with this. So we're gonna put this little present in there. I'm definitely gonna make this much smaller because you don't want it to overpower your graphic, right? Now, to make it smaller, now that I've taken out all of the excess, you're gonna have to take it from a corner and you're gonna bring it down and make it smaller, right? So, and let's make it where this is in the corner, right? Let's see if we can find anything else. Hmm, that won't work. That would have been pretty too. How about this one? So we have that. Let's make that where we can sit this one on top of that one, right? Let's just do this and maybe take this and put it under, right? And then we take it and position it. I think that's going to be nice. And we're going to bring it down up under. Now, the thing is, if you look at it, and I want you to see what I'm talking about, if you look at it, it looks like it's not really on there. So you got to position it to make it look like it's sitting, right? You don't want that hump out of there. Okay. All right. So let's go with something that's going to kind of build in that middle. You see that opening in the middle? I don't particularly care for that, but let's go ahead and see if we can get some background. And again, this is just a introduction. So let's go with some bubbles. How about that? Because we have some champagne. Let's get us some champagne bubbles. Hmm. Okay, let's go with gold bubbles. GOLD. Gold bubbles. We're going with gold bubbles. Okay, let's see if anything will look good on our graphic here. And then we're gonna move on outside of that. Let's do this first. Okay, let's try and let's oops undo that because we need that to tell us where we're gonna be at. I'm taking this down, y'all, and I know you probably don't understand what I'm doing at this moment, but usually I try to throw something behind the head of somebody, behind the head. That way it'll show I want to say it'll kind of highlight her face. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and position that, bring it behind her, right? So she's the standing. See how that kind of does it a little bit. Now, I don't want it to be that strong. That's a little too strong for me, but as you can see, it kind of brings out her hair, her face, makes things look a little different. But we want to kind of take some of that opacity, as my one of my trainers would say. But I just say take some of that strength out of that color and kind of bring it back, right? So that way you don't see it as much. And it's sitting behind the streamers, but you don't know whether or not you want to keep it there. You can keep it here or you can try it backwards. So what do? I always try to see which one I like better. Let's see what looks better. Do we want it to go behind the streamers or not? Uh, do I have some more streamers in there? I kind of like it like this. I like it where it's not too strong, but something to kind of highlight her face and her head. Now, again, this is what happens when you move outside of that graphic. It's not highlighting, right? You're going to hit your position and you're going to find your thing. Now, once you find it, you hit it, and you will where you want to be, right? Okay, let's do some more bubbles. And then we're going to come out of this area of all right. Um, let's see what we at. I don't like those bubbles or those bubbles. I don't even think I like any of these bubbles. I'm gonna tell you. Hmm, that's about all I can find that I think I might. Because I just want it to be in the middle more so than at the top and the bottom. Okay. Because it's kind of empty in there. And you want to make sure that your graphics are kind of working for you better. Okay. And again, somewhere in another mess. Okay. How about we gonna come out of this and move on to the next one? Forever, right? Okay. Now, me myself, I happen to like to have a glitter top, right? Let's go with it. Let's go and find some gold glitter. All right. So we have several different gold glitter crowns here. What we're going to do is try to find which one of these kind of go and offset the in center, right? Now, let's go with this one. Not so sure. Let's see take it bring it up. How is it? Let's see if we can change the color because that's more of a champagne gold. That's definitely not working. That might work right there. Let's go with it. Okay. So as you can see, it kind of highlights it. It's not the exact same color, but it will work. Okay, again, now we're going to duplicate this and put it down to the bottom. Right click it, duplicate, and boom. That's what. Take now, the thing is, I don't know which part did what, but this graphic is over where it should be. You can either do that or place it behind the picture. So put it behind this graphic or what the world position that I thought I moved that already. Y'all let me go and go without doing what needs to be done there. How about that? Okay. So now that's a little bit too much gold, don't y'all think? What are we gonna do then? Let's find us like a gold background. Gold and royal background. And enter. Oh yuck. That sucks. Oh sorry. I shouldn't say that. Okay. And going down here, I'm not happy with that. Let's go with the graphics and see what we get there. Not so much of a work here either. Let's hold on to that for a second. Um, let's put it in different. Okay, I'm gonna go for a royal blue and gold background, right? Delete, enter, and let's see what we got here. Because it changes it up. I don't like this one. This one, nope, not gonna work. I don't like it. I do not like it. Let's see what happens here. Now, what I would be doing is going here. And let's see how it works. Phone is in the way, y'all. All right, let's see what happens when I take this and bring this behind. So what I'm doing is trying to see what happens when I take this and bring it across that. And then we're gonna take it and position it right in front of that graphic that's going behind everything, right? You want it to be behind that. Now I don't like it. It's all right, but I'd rather have it where we take some of that the strength out of the colors. So I can see some of the gold background, right? I want to take some of it out. And that 22, I don't know. We'll see. It goes, but I'm not so sure. Let's see what else I can find. Because we're really not going to be using that much of that graphic in the back. Um, net. Let's see what the magic recommendations. Now, magic recommendations 9 times out of 10 is a better graphic. It's like it looks at what you're doing and comes up with something. Now, let's see what we got. I don't like that. That's on more of a beige color. How did that end up being gold? I don't even know. What about this, y'all? Let's see what happens. How about it? Let's see. Take this one out, delete it, and let's see what happens if I take this. I'm not so sure about it now that I got it on here, but let's see what happens. Okay. Let's go ahead and position it and see what we get. And again, we're going right in front of the graphic. Not bad, but not necessarily what I would want. We're gonna work with this for the time we're going with, right? And it's not bad. Like I said, it's not bad at all. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's take that and make it. Let's see what happens. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, so now we got that basic thing for your background. What do you say when you have somebody that you're having a birthday party for? You tell them thank you for coming. Uh, I'm just like I said, y'all forgive me. I believe in throwing stuff everywhere. So this is gonna go behind her and her, so that I'll just see the little corner of the thing here, and it's okay. So I want to put another gradient to give it a little bit more depth. go with a black gradient this time. Black gradient. And we hit it in here. Let's go with the graphics because the graphics is real. Everything is. You don't want it too strong. And again, if you find that you put something out there, don't forget that you can either change up the color when you go in there, or you can actually just um, change it out, take it back out. You don't have to be 100% every time. You always work with the stuff and see what you got. And then after you get it and you don't like it, guess what? Slap that sucker out of there. Because I'm the queen to take it out. Okay? And boom. Let me see. Let's take this and position it, and we are going to take that back some. It's going to go behind that champagne. It's going to go behind everything pretty much. Let's see. Now that is pretty good. Let's just bring that right here. See, you really don't see it. I mean, it's there, y'all, but it's not one of them things where it's like prevalent. So if you're thinking that if you throw that black on there, yeah, I lost the graphic again. Um, you take that, and it's not really taken out of anything. So I'm gonna go back into a position and find my piece that, and here it is here, right? So once you look at it, you find it because I got two of them. I got one here and I got one. Right? So you hit it to see where it's at. You want to know where it is, you hit it. That way you can see, you know that the piece that I'm looking for has it all the way through, right? So there you go. You see that it's all the way through. You want to make sure that you take care of that. Make sure that there's nothing there. And here we go. We're going to take that behind. It's going to be right in front of the blue. You see how that did something? I don't know what it is, but it does make a difference. I do have this sitting on the outside of birthday. We're going to take that and we're going to position that behind uh, here. And I don't see how it's behind in front of the birthday because it just looks like it is to me, but it ain't. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? Thank you for coming to thank you for coming and supporting. Let's go into, we're going to go into text now, right? We need to put her name in here also. What's her name? What we going to give her for a name? I can't see nothing on the what you call it. Let's say her name is Samaya. I don't even know what that stands for, but let's go with it. Let's go with it. I'm going to give her Samaya. Let's open it up. Okay. Let's give us a color. I don't like that color. I don't like that one. That's the color that okay. Now I don't like this font either, right? So what do? I'm gonna go up. This is the font name, Canvassing. That's the font that starts out with everything with yeah. So I'm taking it out of Canvassing, right? I want to change. This is for some odd reason always my favorite font, right? Okay, so my here, and I don't like where Happy Birthday is. I still don't like it, but we gotta put it in here somewhere. So Samaya is there. Her 35 is here. Boom. No, that's ugly. Okay. Okay, Samaya. Let's give her a last name of Jordan, right? Copy, duplicate that. Now, always use the same thing. You know, since it reinvented the wheel, you're gonna end up. Now, that's not the font that I'm using. You don't reinvent the wheel. Copy it and then change everything on it. Let's see what Berkshire looks. I don't like that. Uh, I don't like that either. Let's go with reason. Let's go with something elegant. Jordan looks good. I know that this is not like one of those fancy ones, but it is very elegant font. That Cinzel is always a go-to, okay? So let's go ahead and go with this elegant font, Cinzel for her last name. And then we are going to switch up the colors. Instead of it being gold, we want this to be a blue. It's not changing. Okay, let's go. Yeah, boom, and blue. Now, of course, it's not going to look right because you don't see anything. But what we are going to do is put an effect on there. So you hit your effects, right? And then you turn around and go over. I'm going to outline, which is going to be something that's on the outside of the letters, and it's going to change those colors, and it's going to make a difference, right? So I'm going to try with that. How does that look? Okay, so you got Samaya Gordon and boom. Do I want this 35 million? Jordan, whatever. Okay, boom. Now, let's put something behind this 35 to make it kind of glow. I would rather have a glow on this, put a glow on her. All right. Let's go with the shadows with the glow, and it gives an automatic color of black. You don't see anything on here, but here we go with the automatic color of black, right? So let's change that color to, uh, and then we don't want it just a regular blue. We want it to be a little bit darker, not a black, but I don't even like that. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Okay, so there we go. We made it like more of a light blue white. And uh, boom. All right, let's take this. And I'm gonna mess with this after I get off the live with y'all. I was kidding you not, because that's just the way I am, right? All right. She's 35. And I don't like that color on there, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's just say what do we go with here? Oh no, why did I say that? I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be teaching better, right? So no sense in reinventing the wheel, duplicate what you have, right? And then you can do whatever else needs to be done. So let's just make this where we're saying, thank you for coming to my party. So you want to do like Bowders and James and say, thank you for your continued support. Continue. And I don't continued support. Okay. SUPPORT, right? And then what do we always say when everything comes up? Love y'all or whatever. Love you all. I always say that. Love you all. Love you all. Now, this I can actually do it with the, let's put effect on it and then put another outline on it. But we don't want it brown. We're going to change that. So we're using the color brown that they gave us naturally, and we are going to change that color brown to, I don't even like. Uh, let's see if I can do it in white. What happens? Eh, and it's coming through, but it's gonna be a problem. So let's see if we can find a gold gradient. Okay, we're going back into elements. All right, there we go. Gold gradient, right? And here you can see some nice little colors. I want it to be a little bit stronger than what we had there. I could actually do this. It depends on what you like. I don't. Let's just say you can do a. What about this? No. Yeah, let's see. No, 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 no. Let's go. That'll be good for something else, but not what I want right now. Let's go with it. That is not what I'm going to see. I don't think I want this. This would make it look funny. No, absolutely not. That's not gonna. And like I said, if you find that you put something down there, you think it might be nice, and if it doesn't look to your pleasing to you, just take it back out. You don't have to deal with it. Okay, let's go back down to what's up with that. That was where we were. Let's go back up some more. Um, let's try this. Let's see what happens. Because you won't see it much. A lot of times it doesn't look all that hot, but when you don't see it as much, it really does matter. It's just, uplift that doggone, and really you can't see it to tell you because that's just a little texture, but it adds a little bit more behind that graphic. I mean, not the graphic, but that font, so that it doesn't look like it looks like it. Ooh, that I like that too. Let's see if we can do that on the whole. Boom. Okay. Yeah, that kind of you can see the love you all now. You can't see the whole thing, but it's there. Let's make it bigger to make sure we can see it. I don't want that. But yeah, you can't really see it. So that's what we're doing here. It's just kind of making it just a little bit better. And then let's go down and let's add some more champagne because again, this is a celebration, right? So if we got this bottle of champagne, let's go ahead. Like I said, don't reinvent the wheel. You do not have to do that. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's just go on ahead and make it easier. And then maybe we'll even do two, duplicate it. And let's put this one behind there. I'm going to make this a little bit of transparency, right? So you won't see it. I mean, you'll see it, but it won't be as strong. It kind of, you know, making it look a little bit like it's a graphic accent. We're going back again, and we're going to put that behind the other bottom, right? Okay. Let's do this. Let's go with champagne flutes, right? Let's try that. Hmm. Okay. Champagne flutes. Maybe we can find one on a server. That's a good one right there with the what you call. But I'm trying to find one that's outside of that. Um, that's like on a tray where the server comes to you, and let's see what happens. Like here is one, but it's on the sand, and you ain't got no sand in the house. So let's see what else we can find. I can't believe they threw food in. Let's see. Can we fake this one? I doubt it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Okay, remember I said that you can actually go back after they taken something out and you can add to it, right? So here we go. I must hit restore, right? I want to try to get the rest of this in here. So rather than to lose everything, just actually going in and adding this here piece. That's it. And you can't go wrong because all the rest of it is showing. I just want this area. And after I'm done adding this, okay. And that way we have like a little table looking something. And that's all I want. It's just this. I don't want I don't want the rest of it, right? Now you have to be careful with this because if you make a mistake, like if you see right here, I actually passed that area and had some of that graphic in there because if you do it 3 times at a time, you're not on the graph. Okay. So I think I got it the way I want it. I'm going to exit out. And as you can see, the only thing I have here is just the bottom, right? And let's take this and make it smaller so it won't be too big. And then we're going to take this and bring this down and bring that down. I'm going to bring it behind because layers is going to come up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't come up, where we are behind the champagne, right? Now my eyes want to start burning. Really? Okay, here we go. So there we go. We're going to make this. What if I took this and sat it on the table? Boom. Let's make it bigger because it is bigger than the champagne. And then we're going to take this and we're going to, all right. All right. Now, I think in here we need a little bit of twinkle twang. So let's go and see if we can go on ahead and do a straight. Boom. And let's find us a streamer that's not too much, right? We don't want it too much. What about here? Let's see if I bring that down. And it's that logo. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to use this though. Well, you know what? Would it be in boy, this echo is throwing me off. Okay, let's see if we can find something else. BG remover. We want that background taken out of there. And let's try it in here and let's bring it else. I'm gonna turn this a little bit so it don't look like it's just out of nowhere. So that way it's like it's more coming from outside of there that's showing. Let's duplicate it and let's try. And I think that's all I'm gonna do over here. Like I said, we're doing a simple design today. Okay, and boom. How does that look? Let me see. Okay, and then maybe some gold glitter, and we're gonna be done with this side, right? Gold glitter, boom. Graphics. Let's go with throw that in there. Nothing spec. No, that's ugly. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I do not like that. Let's do. this and see what happens. It might be all right. This might be all right. Okay. And boom. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be saying boom so much, right? Okay. And I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit so it can be over. I mean, behind the graphic, and that way it won't be too much. And right, and we're gonna hit position, and then we're gonna bring this down until it's behind all of those graphics that's there. And is it behind? It's behind. Let's throw it on behind here. Okay. See, and it's not so strong or prevalent, but it's just kind of giving it a little something, right? Let's go with a gold. Let's go with a gold spark. Okay, we got the sparks here. As you can see, these sparks are kind of like a light and a hue, and it kind of just throws a little bit of love on some stuff, right? Like I love these type. I don't know why, but I do. I love them. And what do I do? I usually take it and stick it like somewhere like this. And basically what happens is that I take it and put it behind the glitter. Prayerfully, I won't mess it up. Okay, let's go. Let's bring it behind this glitter. That's all I want. And that way it's more like a, what do you call it? Just a little something. And it's got a little bubbles in there, making me want some more bubbles. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's do a little something here. And let's take it and throw it out here. Okay, got a little spark up under her shoe. It's not bad. Let's do something that go on certain areas of the neck. I don't like that. Sorry. Let's see what we got here in the magic recommendations. Let's see what we got. Let's do that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down here and we're going to put a few of these in, y'all. Okay. And we're going to duplicate it, right? Let's put some of this. It just kind of adds a little something, nothing. You don't want it to overpower. You just want it to actually show up and just kind of accent. You don't you want stuff to just say that you got it. Oh, let me throw it in here. Let's be careful about how we do our graphics, okay? Now this is kind of cute too. Let's throw that here. Now I need to find a birthday um, nutritional facts. As soon as I can get this, and again, when y'all see that you can't get something done on the outside, it's so far out, just take it and bring it in. You're gonna have to make your graphics small. Put it there, right? Okay, let's go with some nutritional facts. Nutritron. I have to spell stuff out loud because if I don't spell it right. It won't look right, and then I don't know. It's just I guess me with my old. Okay, so let's try with a folder. Nope, 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 nope. Mm, I don't like that color either. You know, one of the things that I usually do is I actually go and find out what kind of bag of potato chips I'm going to use, and I usually pull that up and add it to the thing. So let's just say that this is going to be. Let me think of a potato chips. Let's go with everybody eats these doggone Doritos, right? Doritos. So this is what I do. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even know why I did that. Let's go out here. We're gonna go into I go to Google, right? I go to Google and then I put in like, really? Are you really gonna trip like that? Come on now. Okay. Let's say Doritos nutritional fat. Okay, so here you got what's wrong with copying it? Because that's what you're using. Copy that, take it, put it in your graphic, and paste it, right? Why is it not? Oh, now I'm getting ready to say, what the world is taking so long? It's my computer. My internet acting up. They supposed to be working over here. So forgive me on that. I'm almost done now. Okay. Boom. Now we got that nutritional fact there. And after we, and if you get to a point where you cannot control how far you go on a graphic, make it make it bigger and you can control it better, right? So we got that done, right? And we're not even having to work on it because this is what you bought and what you're putting in your chip bag. All right, let's go and let's take this and we're gonna put it over here. I don't want that small. Uh, so yeah, we are going to say put that nutritional fact on there. We're going to put in Doritos, a bag of Doritos. Let's go with it. We're gonna find a graphic for Doritos that tell exactly what's in there. Because when you buy these boxes, you don't know what's in there. You go with you go by thought. So let's try this one. This one is a protein one. Never seen it before in my life. Okay, but I'm gonna copy this if it'll let me. It's a Groker. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it's me graphic. Let's see what happens here. Copy the image. That way they'll know exactly what they're picking up, right? So then move that BG, right? The background has got to go. This is the thing. Do you want it to be in here? Do you want it on the outside? I usually try to throw it wherever it's not saying inconspicuous, but somewhere where it won't be in the graphic and taken over, but somewhere where it will look decent and it will tell them what they're on, right? Again, let's see if they got a nice picture of a beautiful birthday cake, right? Birthday cake. And all of this looks like garbage. A nice birthday cake. How about something like that? Or what else can we do? Uh, nope, not that either. I'm gonna go back up where I saw the first one. Let's see, that's a nice little cake, but it's pink, and that ain't the colors that we in. So let's go with this one. Remove it, and let's go. ahead and take this and we're gonna bring it in, take out all that excess. And even though it says birthday, happy birthday on this side, it's gonna be on the back side of the graphic. So it really doesn't matter that you have it here because we're gonna make this a lot smaller. Okay. And boom. And let's make this let's make it sparkle or a let's see, what do I want to make it? That's a good question. Let's take this. I don't like where it is for some reason, but I think I had to be too much. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, let's go on ahead and put some fireworks because that looks like something that will have a sparkler on it. Oh, you know what? Might as well put sparkler. And we are going to be done in a second, y'all. Let's see how that looks. Let me do the BG remover. And I like that a little bit. Let's just take it and put that little, uh, nope, it's a little different. I don't like it now that I pulled it out. Let's see here. What happens here? BG remover. Where it go? It's gone. Oh, let's see. Nope, don't like it. I'm sorry, I'm very funny about my graphics. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Now, so I'm going to take this and I'm cut off all of the extra. And I cut it off and I'll move it and I will make it smaller. And then guess what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the BG remover again. I'm taking these fingers out. I don't want these fingers in my graphic. Okay, X to take that out. And then do and let's put it on here. And then to make it where you don't see the tip, that's what I'm putting behind there, right? I want it to stay there, but I want it to be all of that showing. So I want it to the position and bring that behind the cape, right? And let's do it again on the other side. Duplicate it and put it to the other side. And I think that we have decorated what we need to decorate. Um, I mean, two things, not there. Edit. I'm gonna make this kind of separate her from the rest of the graphic. I'm gonna put a glow behind her, right? The natural that they put in is black, and I don't want that black. So let's find a different color and let's make it. Come on, move, thing. All right. And that it kind of brings her out of where she was. Now the thing is, when you do something like that, what happens is it kind of makes it smaller, so you have to make it bigger again. And I don't have to do it on this one because we put the gold behind it, right? Now, how does that look, y'all? I think that kind of looks pretty good. So we're going to go and share it. We're going to download it on a transparent background, right? And you always look to make sure that your settings and your size is going to be a nice size, right? And you download it, right? So I'm gonna download it to my computer. Okay, and what I usually do, put a little thing here, get this temporary folder, and what's her name? Samaya Jordan. Okay, let's give her her own call it, just in case we make some new folder. Samaya Jordan. All right, did that all of that go away? All right, let's go, and then we are going to open that and save her. Okay, so this is where we are going to stop because we are at 2 hours. Okay, and um, we are going to close that out, and we will be next week. We will make sure that we will come in and we will move from there. Now, how do I take this out? Move it, right? Okay. So, as you can see, we already did a graphic that we're going to use for anything that we want to do, even if it's a bubblegum wrapper, we can still use that graphic. Uh, Today will be just the design. The next class, next Monday, we will be printing and assembling the the potato chip bag. And we may have enough time to do another design. So in other words, the design is there. Everything is taken care of. Only thing we have to do is set it to the size of everything else. So like I said, we usually do like a pop can. I'm sorry, a soda can, other things like that. So um, let's call this one, in you all. I really, really appreciate the fact that you all sat with me. This is my first time on live on all of the platforms at the same time. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate the support. And trust me, as I go further with this, I will get better. I will be moving myself. Now, designing, I'm not scared of that at all. But the rest of this stuff, like throwing this platform, totally different. So again, we are at 9:04. Does anybody have any questions? Because again, I told you I will be doing another quick video of me at the store showing the things that we will probably be doing and assembling in the class. Any questions? Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, y'all, I think this is going to be the end. Again, my name is Stephanie, and I am the owner of Gia's Designs, where we are here to help our beginners and our seasoned age crafters to not be as apprehensive about doing their work. In other words, we are not going to leave you behind. We will move slowly. We will make sure you get it. We will take our time to get you there. Even if it means that I have to do something on the side, outside of others that kind of move faster. That doesn't bother me. Trust me, there's always going to be someone out here that is going to have to help you get where you're going. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but all of us need help. Again, I have a lot of my APs that my accountability partners on this line. I have another member that actually set me up, and she had to leave because she has a line going on. But I just want to thank you all. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for everything. And I will see you all next week at 7:30, where we will move forward with another design from Giz Designs. All right, y'all. Have a blessed one. We're going to end this now.